What I want you to take away from page 2 is this. Are you ready? All styles are equal. There's not a bad style. If you're an S, that's not bad. If you're a C, that's not bad. If you're a D, that's not bad. Each of the styles is good. And if I were putting together a team, I would want some of each of those on my team. The whole point of this is not for you to label yourself or walk around saying, I'm a D, I'm bad, or I'm a B, or I'm an I, or I'm a C. That's not the point. The point is that it helps us understand. Remember the Johari window. It gives us insight into ourselves. And it also helps us understand the people around us, which enables us to build more effective relationships. Now, back in that corner back there are our S's, or what we would call steadiness or steadfast. And you need to know this about your steadies. They don't like pain. I don't mean physical pain, but they don't like people to rock the boat. They like to feel safe. And what they want more than anything else is approval. They don't want to hear their name over the loudspeaker system. They like it when you come alongside them and say, great job, good job. That's what gets them excited. They want approval. The question they ask is why? Why do we have to change this? I like it the way it was. Why do we have to do things differently? Their strength is they're great listeners. If you're a D and you have an S on your team, get that S to tell you what's going on because they know which direction the wind is blowing at any given time. They're great listeners. Their weakness is they resist taking a stand. If you're stepping on their toe, they probably won't tell you. When an S comes to work in the morning, if they have a fever of 104, and you say, how are you doing today? What are they going to say? I'm great. Yeah, I'm great. No, you're not. You're sick. Go home. When you're giving an I, or when you're giving an S feedback, when you're telling them how to do a project, and you say, do you understand? They're going to say yes, even if they don't, because they don't want to hurt your feelings. They're going to make you feel good, but they might not understand. So with S's, you need to be able to read between the lines and be able to listen with a careful ear, because sometimes they'll say yes when they really don't feel like yes. And don't assume that if an S doesn't speak up in a meeting that they agree with you. They might be completely disagreeing with you, but they don't want to step on your toes, so they probably won't say anything. S's make an effort to be cooperative. They're very collaborative. They like for everyone to get along. They want safety. They don't like office drama. When someone's not getting along in the office, it really, really bothers them. If you're trying to get them on board, give them assurances and guarantees that this product is going to work and there's not going to be a problem. Avoid being pushy with them. If you're working with a customer and you realize that they're an S, be very careful the way you approach them, because when they feel pushed, they shut down. Back in April, I bought a car. I told my wife, this time when I buy a car, I'm going to drive a hard bargain. I'm going to go in and I'm going to negotiate. I'm not going to tell that salesman my name, anything about me, and I'm going to just be a tough customer, and I'm going to get the best deal on a new car. I go in, I'm on the car lot 10 minutes, and the sales guy knows my underwear size. What's up with that? Next time I buy a car, I'm putting aluminum foil in my head to keep him out. Now, if car salesmen understood, if they could recognize S's and modify their approach, they would up their sales by 25%. Because when an S feels pushed, when the car salesman comes onto an S, S is shut down. Anybody watch Star Trek? You know, on Star Trek, you have shields, these invisible shields that protect the spaceship. Well, S's have shields, and when they feel pushed, they just shut down. You won't get another word in with them after they feel that defensive mechanism kick in. Their decision-making is careful, and it's based on how will this impact my team. They're always thinking about what the ramifications will be if we do this. How is it going to affect the rest of my team? And then finally, remember their people. Steadfast, are quiet. They don't engage in conflict except when you step on their people's toes. When they feel like their people are threatened, then the mama or papa bear comes out in them.